Bill Belichick, as he neared 70 years of age, said, I want a shot to show everybody I was the reason. Mm-hmm. I want the ability. I have earned the right to show the world that I will quickly turn this around into another Super Bowl team without that guy who was getting way too much of the credit for my taste, mm-hmm. said Bill Belichick.
Right.
And yet it was up to Robert Kraft to referee and to pick a side. And for years, he picked Tom's side.
He did.
Until the bitter end, when you had it on a platter for Tom to play 2-3 more years and call it a day and a career and a dynasty
right.
in New England,
right.
which is the way it should have been.
Right.
But Kraft said, no, at this point, I got to side with my coach. Mm-hmm. He and his coaching staff are whispering to me, he's about done. He's losing it. He's starting to show diminished skills.
You remember, Skip, when Tom Brady said this, he's probably like 40, maybe 39, 40. He says, I want to play till he's 45. Well, Tom said that. Mr. Kraft even backed it up.
He did.
Tommy said he wants to play to 45. You go, Coach Belichick never said anything about that. Mm-hmm. Coach Belichick said, I'm just trying to get through this. I'm trying to get through the next game. I'm trying to get through a season. So Coach Belichick never was on board with the 45 like Tom and Mr. Kraft was. And so at the end of the day, like you said, Mr. Kraft's like, I got to make a decision. Okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, I choose Tom. And Tom plays one more year, but I'm without Coach Belichick for the rest of my career. Mm-hmm. And so he went with the coach over the better question is, what's Mr. Kraft feeling? Because you know Coach Belichick don't give a damn, Skip. Yeah, I mean,
I agree. But Robert Kraft has to be shaking his head quietly. He'll never say so publicly and saying, yeah, what are we thinking? Because I promise you today, you're going to see a whole lot more number 12 Buccaneers jerseys pop up in and around Boston.
Yeah.
You watch.
But Skip also, Mr. Kraft also knows, and like I said, I still don't know where the money went. Now, maybe they got cryptocurrency. They doing Bitcoin. Because, Skip, I'm looking at it, I'm like, how are you guys pressed up against the cap when ain't nobody making no money but Tom and Gilmore? I mean, those are your guys, Skip. Those are the only guys. I mean, Tom wasn't even a top 10 quarterback as far as money paid. Yeah. So I'm like, how y'all pressed against the cap? I understand you just kicked the can down the road, but hell, it wasn't nothing in the can to begin with. It ain't like you spilled something.
Tom Brady just took $20 million, which is the all-time quarterback
bargain. You got 2 years, $50 million, guaranteed.
Yep.
25.
To take a team all the way to the NFC Championship game that was 7-9 a year ago.
And he probably got a couple of incentives. He win the NFC Championship game.
But I don't think they were that much.
Yeah,
okay.
Probably $1 million
bucks. Significant. Okay. So, to me, Bill Belichick, once again, is getting exposed not only as a coach, but as a team builder. Much more as a team builder than a coach. Because at moments this year, I thought his defense was pretty good.
Right.
At moments, they got a lot out of Cam.
Right.
But not enough to the point that Cam's not going to be back.